Well folks, as you see, I'm here with Mongo again. I've had some requests for a Mongo update, and there hasn't been much lately, mostly due to the ground's been pretty muddy and the weather's been snowing and drying out and finally drying up around here. I don't really have a working spot yet here at the annex. We're cleaning up some areas that we're going to put a round pen in, and then I'll really get Mongo working a little bit. But I just thought I'd do a quick little play with him tonight. I'm going to run out of light here shortly, but you know, I'm going to brush him up and pick his feet and maybe move him around a little bit. This will be the 4th time I've ever worked with him. You can see old Mongo, for the most part, he's a big old sweetheart. But I'm just going to brush him up real quick and see how he is with some of these things. He's been really living up the mud life lately. So let me just brush him, see how he's going to be. He's shedding like crazy, like everybody else, as you see. You know, I haven't even groomed this horse yet. We just basically pulled his little rear end out from in line with the kill truck. And as you see, he's a big old ball of hair that's getting ready to come out. He's going to be beautiful when he sheds. So is this very exciting? Well, for a horse that would like to jump up and down on your spine when you put any pressure on him, this is pretty good. He says, I don't mind that too terribly much. Let me get you out here, Mongo. Good boy. Just stand there. I'm going to brush his little butt up a little bit. See if he's got any kick in him. Right there, he's got some kick in him. And I'm saying, don't do that. This isn't for you to kick. Now, you're not going to get stupid with me. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So you see, still, Mongo's got a little aggression in him. These are good things to know. So, what do I got to do? I'm going to correct him anytime he gets aggressive. But mostly, I'm just going to pet him and groom him and say, don't be silly. You're a good boy. I'm going to tip his nose my way. Tip him my way. Get his brain on me. Good boy. No. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. See, he didn't kick that time. So if I just wailed off and racked him every time he protested, you know, then I'm not going to be any better than the folks who had him before. He only does this out of defense. This isn't really isn't his particular nature. I'm going to lift him up here. There. This little guy, he's got a long way to go. So I'm not going to take anything for granted with him. That he's going to be okay to brush or okay to pick up his feet or anything like that. Because he's already shown me that if he doesn't like something, he's going to get a little stupid about it. Good boy. Good boy. Oh. Oh. You know, he likes the attention. But we have to see where his true issues lie. If those hind feet are an issue, then I got to work on those. Boy, he is really shedding. Now, I'm going to lift him up here because I want his brain on my side. So that leg he didn't kick. So before he kicks, I'm going to take the pressure off. I'm going to brush his sides, make sure I'm out of his kick zone. Good boy. This leg is not as touchy as that one. Good boy. Ugh. Good boy. All right, just a quick brushing. You see, he's one big sheddy little thing. Now I'm going to take his hoof pick and see what I can do about his feet. So I'm going to ask this foot to pick up. Good boy. All right, I'm going to clean that foot. So he's not too bad about that left front. So this left rear is the one that I'm interested in, and seems to be the issue leg. So let's see where we're at with that. Let's see if I can rub my hand down him and pick that foot up. And pick that foot up. And I'm going to correct him right there. He doesn't get to kick. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I think this leg's had some trauma. Good boy. Good boy. That's pretty good. Let me get him back over here where you might be able to see. Good boy. So if I can just get that foot picked up is all I care about. I don't have to clean it today. I'm going to ask him to give it to me. Good boy. Good boy. Can I clean it? I'm going to make sure I don't get clocked here. He's got decent feet. Starting to shed his soles like everybody else this time of year, so real good. Mr. Mongo, real good. You notice I don't have him tied up. Trying not to put a thread on him in any way. Let me see if I can get this foot cleaned. Good boy. So he's had some work done on his feet. Good boy. I'll take that foot and gently set it down. Good boy. All right. So that's 3 of the 4. Let me see about getting this other hind foot. See if I can get this hind foot cleaned up real well. Now it's this foot to give. Good boy. Break it over. Good boy. You're not very balanced right here. He's off balance in that rear end. I want him to stand up a little bit and get that balance. Good boy. I want him giving me this leg. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. He's not giving it to me. He's just lifting it up, putting the weight back down on it. That's better. So I'm going to go to plan B on that leg. I'm going to get his attention here. And plan B, he's getting a little annoyed there. Plan B will be my lead rope. Good boy. So plan B, he's giving it. He's giving it. He's giving it. Good boy. Feels like he's got a little thrush going on this real foot. Okay, so my plan B was just fine. Got all 4 of those cleaned. So Mr. Mongo passed that test. Very good young man. Now, we're going to go back to our stick with our bag. And some people have asked me, why are you putting the pressure on him with the bag? Because I found out early on, if you tap this horse, that's tantamount to an attack on him. He's been beaten. I know that. I think from video 1 you saw that. So I can create pressure like that before I have to put any pressure directly on his body. So he dominates majorly with his shoulder. He tries to run you over with his shoulder. So I work his shoulder off of me. And then I want to create some forward motion out of it. So you saw in Mongo IV that all of a sudden this horse was moving forward, which was fantastic. I couldn't have been happier. He didn't try to kill me. Only once or twice did he try to kind of brace up and run into me. So here we are, the 4th time. He's kind of enjoying grazing out here. I'm going to ask him to get his head up for a second. And I'm going to just rub his little head. I want to get his attention. I'm going to come out here, try to keep him in frame this time. And hopefully you can hear me out here. So Mr. Mongo, I want to see if I can get him to back up. That's my #1 deal with him. Will he move out of my space? So before I even use this stick, I'm going to ask him to get up. I'm going to ask him to back up. Back up. Okay, he gave me a backup. Good boy. I use my body so much more right now than I want to go. If I go to this lead rope right away, he's going to brace up and come at me. So I want to use my body energy, really get my body energy up before I go to escalating my aid, creating some energy to flow down this lead rope. You're never going to see me flailing the lead rope back and forth. And our halters don't have a snap-on, so this is not going to whack them in the face and hurt their bones. But if I do need to put some pressure on him, I can throw a loop at him and make him go back. So I'm going to be in this position, in neutral. I'm going to stand up firm and strong, get his attention. He's pretty much numb right now. And I'm going to say, let's move back. I'm going to escalate my energy. Escalate. And there he made an effort. He made a big effort right there. So I'm going to pet my young man, pet Mr. Mongo, and say, very good. And let him think about that. Oh, but he wants to get back in my space. So I'm going to say, please, Mongo, get back out of my space. So I'm escalating my aid, just gently talking to him left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. There, he moved back. Good boy. I'm going to pet him right there. This horse only understands the release of pressure. He's not going to understand if you increase your pressure, and never give him a release. He hasn't had that before. So he has learned the most with me on the release of that pressure, as all horses learn. He still wants to be right in on top of you, so I'm going to say, come on, Mongo, get back, get back. I'd like him to move back first. Now I can talk to him. One, talk to him. There's a foot. There's a foot. There's a, oh, there's a foot. There's a foot. There's a foot. Good boy. I didn't have to whip him and beat him or chase him off. He's going to get better and better at that as we go. Good boy, young man. He's not too worried right now. Now, oh, come on. Don't get in. There we go. I want to push him back. Ask him to go all the way back to the end of my lead rope. Come on. Back up. Energy up. Energy up. I'm pushing that bubble against him. Come on. Come on. Now I'm going to talk to him. There you go. Come on. There you go. Good boy. There you go. Come on. One more. One more. One more. There you go. One more. One more. Good boy. So we've created some space between us. Now I'm going to invite him in. Good boy. Just rub the heck out of him right there. Now, video one, I could barely get this horse out of my space. Boy, I had to look like a angry man jumping up and down and tensing my body. Now I can get him back with just a nice soft fluid, asking one foot to move. Energy. Okay, I got his attention. He's already moving back. I'm going to talk to his right front foot. This way. This way. Keep going. This way. Come on. There. Left front. Right front. Left front. Right front. Left front. Right front. Hey. You can't beat that. And I'm going to pet Mr. Mongo. See, I said in our first, second, third video, need to work on our backup. Because the backup's the first movement in many of my foundational movements. Don't eat. That's vacation time. We're work time right now, young man. Because you got to start your new life pretty soon. Kid's horse. Right? Okay. Now, I'm going to take him out here. I'm going to ask him to move a little bit. So, now we're out here. I'm going to ask him to back up. 1, 2, come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now I'm going to ask him to move off in this direction. See, he's braced up right there. Back up, get his weight back, and move him over. You're all right, Davies. Come on. I'm going to help him. I'm going to get off to my side here. I don't think you can see me. I'm going to push that eye and ask that shoulder to move off me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. He's already given me brace. I haven't worked with this horse now in a week. So I'm going to ask him to move off of this side. Because this is his left brace side now. There. See, he wanted to come at me. He wanted to come at me. There. Does he want to see it? Yes. Is it hurting him? No. Now I'm going to back him up, move that shoulder. Good boy. I'm going to rub him right there. He's going back to video 1 right now. He's going, wait a minute. What are you doing? He figured out I'm not going to hurt him. Back him up. Come on. Come on. Back up. Good. Good boy. Come on. Do it. Don't push on me. Good boy. Good boy. He's moving. Don't push on me. Don't push on me. Hey, get around here. Come on. Good boy. Come to me. Let's get out here. So, all I care about right now is just getting some more forward motion. Pretty much the same as the third video. Let's move him over. Let's move that shoulder. Let's ask him to move out a little bit. I've got some forward motion. I'm going to change that direction and move him there. Now see, he's just locked up. I'm going to direct him, direct him. Good boy, that's the best he's done. Ask him just to move around here. That's the best he's done right there. Come on, don't come in on me, don't come in on me. So I'm going to move his rear end and move that shoulder, and move that rear end and move this shoulder. So I'm going to do some things here. I'm going to move his rear end. Move that shoulder. Good boy. I'm going to move his rear end and move that shoulder. I want to get that shoulder moved. However I got to do it. Good boy. I'm going to move this shoulder, this rear end, and move that shoulder. Move that shoulder. Move that shoulder. Good boy. And I'm going to rub him right there. Woo! He's a bracy, you know, brick of a horse right now. Very bracy and bricked up. You know, I got to chip his mortar away. You know, I can't fix all the stupid crap that was done to him in a couple things. Especially, I haven't even moved this horse around in a round pen. Now see, he's just so afraid of this side right here. And I'm going to ask him, oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Move that rear end. Oh, move that rear end. Get him loosened up here. Move that rear end. Move that rear end. I'm going towards that rear end. I'm going to ask him, let's move some pressure off that rear end. And bent real nice right there. And pet him. Whew! That's not too bad. I'm going to put a lot of pressure on him. He's getting to eat a lot. I'm going to put a lot of pressure on him. I'm going to get his rear end moving. Hold him up. Control of that rear end. And he's not a super spooky horse. Look at that. Good boy. I'm going to rub him right there. Oh, that's pretty. Good boy. He's not trying to kill me with that. See, he still tries to block me. He's just so worried about this side. I'm going to start him off from a standstill here. Just rub him right here. I'd like him to start from neutral. Good boy. Right there. Okay. I'm going to back him up. Just bring him in here frame just a little bit. start him right here. I want to get control of these hips so they're not so kicky. Good boy. Okay, I'm going to look at that rear end and get it to step under. Put some pressure. Put some pressure. Put some pressure. Put some pressure. He can't kick at me if he's moving that butt away. Let him come out of that right there. Good boy. Good boy. What a change in his demeanor. He's going, you're not killing me, you're not beating me. Now, I'm going to ask him to move the shoulder off of me just a little bit. Come on. Move that shoulder off of me. There we go. Good boy. See, that's his big brace thing right there. Somebody's whacked him a lot on this side, on those shoulders. So I'm going to hold him up right here, and I'm going to ask him to move that shoulder off of me. You can't ask for better than that. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you can't get better than that, young man. Now you see quite a bit of the same stuff as Mongo IV, except it's better this time. He was a little braced at the beginning, but I broke him free. Now I'm asked, this is the shoulder that we're going to have trouble with. But if I hold that eye up, he can't push on me. I'm asking him to move off of here. I'm just saying, move off. Move off. And he moved off. And I'm going to rub him right there. Rub him, rub him, rub him. Give him a kiss. His kiss is help. Yes, sir. Kiss is help. Now, I'm going to hold this head up so he can't push on me. Ask that shoulder to move off of the pressure. See, he's still trying to dominate me. There, he moved off. Good boy. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. He understands that. Good boy. One more time on this side, and we'll call it. I'm gonna say energy, 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 energy. Let's see if we can get a leg yield here. Come on. There's a leg yield. Very good. Got him to move laterally away from me. Good boy. Good boy. Now I've got control of that rear end. Got control of the shoulders. Good boy. Good boy. Now I change my tune. I'm going to ask him to bend a little bit. Oh yeah, his neck's like brick. Ask him to bend a little bit here. If this horse was ridden and he doesn't flow around laterally, then there's something majorly wrong. Good boy. If this horse was a bronc, which I haven't ridden him yet, imagine a horse that you can't bend his neck. So I'm asking him to give a little bit right here. He's like a brick. He gave right there, let him go. He gave right there, let him go, pet him. He exhale, bring my hand up where my thigh would be. I'm waiting for him to give, just an inch. I'm going to let him go right there. Keeps wanting to turn his head away. This horse is so braced up, anybody who rode this horse was asking for trouble. I'm asking him to give right now. He's just hanging on my arm. He says, I gotta move. I gotta move, I gotta brace up. I'm not used to being flexible. I gotta move with him and not take the pressure off. Oh, he gave to me right there like a good boy. Boy, it's so important, this lateral flexion. Because without lateral flexion, you don't have anything. Horse will take off, brace up, buck on you. There we go. Good boy. I'll let him think about that a second. Every time it's getting easier. Every time it'll get easier. He's licking and chewing. He's going, "What are you doing to me?" Saying, "Just give." He wants to please me so bad. I can't let him go until I get a good give. He's waiting for me to let go, and I can't. I'm bumping him. Right there he gave to me, I can give to him and pet him. Oh, it's a big baby. I'll face him up over here. Now, let's see how much easier it is this time. That was pretty good. That's halfway. He understands when I reward him what I'm doing. He's a little stiff right there. I'm going to bump him. Bump and release. Bump and release. He gives, I give. He gives, I give. He gives, I give. Right there. Good boy. That's enough for this side this time. I'm going to ask him to give to me right here. Bring his head over my arm. And he's going, "I don't know what you're asking me." There we go. I didn't want to move my feet. He who moves his feet the least is the leader. Good boy. Now I'm going to ask him to bend here. He gave pretty good there, so I'm going to rub him. I want this to be like butter, so soft and silky smooth. See, he's hanging on me right there, so I got to bump him until he doesn't hang on me. Kind of keep that pressure, maybe vibrate it a little bit, right? Wait for it. He's thinking about it. My exhale big. There he gave just a tiny bit. I'm going to look for the simplest, smallest fraction of a give, so I've got an opportunity to give to him. It's not munch time, buddy. That's in a minute. Good boy. One more time. Okay, that was like soft as silk right there. He just gave to my hands. One more time. Tip that nose past 2 o'clock. Bring his head back. He locked up right there. He's still coming. Wait for it. Vibrate. He's about to go to sleep. I'm waiting for a little give. He's pulling. He's going to move. He's thinking about moving. I'm going to not give to him until he gives to me. Wait for that softness. He's almost there. Just let him reach for me just a fraction of an inch. Take a deep breath, exhale. He gave to me a fraction of an inch, so I give to him. Good boy. Now I wonder if he'll give me anything vertically. Right there he gave to me, fraction of an inch. Okay, now we're talking. We're going to work on our vertical flexion and collection. Right there, good boy. this horse is going to be a beautiful horse. Right there. He's got a long way to go. He still kind of has a tendency to want to kill you a little bit. So I'm going to use my bag, which puts pressure on him. Last thing I'm going to do is just rub him all over. Oh, he's a good boy. Now, he has a tendency to want to protest. That's real good. Baby. I'm going to protest, see how he's doing with his back leg. Okay. He didn't kick, so before he kicks, I'm going to take that pressure off. Go up around his belly, up underneath his tail, back legs. I'm going to see how he is here. My energy's off, but I just want to see how spooky he is. What a nice guy. Now he wants to go into that pressure. I'm going to rub him. Change those eyes. So he's not real scared about anything. In fact, he's a little too not afraid. Good boy. See, I'm not worried about this guy being too sensitive. I'm worried about him bracing up and coming at you. You know, back up, back up, back up. Don't brace up on me. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, back up. I'll stomp. Come on. He's had about enough now. Good boy. Look at him. Now he's a big baby. Now he's a big baby. Now he's a good man. Alright, so that's Mongo IV. Big update with this guy. You know, let me just do this one last thing. Toss this lead rope over him. Because out in the feedlot, when I put any pressure with the lead rope at him, he came at me likely to want to stomp on my face. Now, he's not near the spook monster or the aggressive killer that he was sent out there as being. Because just that little bit of energy like that at the feedlot, he braced up, jumped up and down, and kind of bucked up and kicked. And now he's going, I'm not sure I like it, but he lived with it. Very good. You're all going to see more of Mongo, don't worry, for you Mongo fans. He's going to come along. It's chow time. He's done real well. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Davies and Mr. Mongo. Good boy.